Our YouTube, it's Andrew from moneymental.co.uk here, the website dedicated to money and mental health. I'm just going live. I'm going to talk about storage, as I am now at storage crisis point. I have too much stock and not enough space. So we're going to talk about what I'm going to do to address that. And yeah, hopefully we'll get some feedback from some of the viewers as well about how they sort of cope with storage issues and the like. So I'm just going to give it a minute or two for people to join in. I think the notifications going out now. We're starting to get a few viewers in. Hi everyone. I'm just going to put you all on the live chat. I think I've done that. Just got to reply to this message and then we will be good to go. There we are. Let's see if I can get the live chat up on the phone as well. Hi Sufa, hi Chris, hi DBG. Alright, there we go. We're up. We're live, it's working, good. Hey Lobster Pot. Yeah, okay, so Friday night I've decided not to go to the pub, even though I've just been paid, because I've spent all day working. I'm tired. Oh, I could just do with not having a hangover in the morning. So I thought I would come on and I would talk about storage. Looks like we're up to 11 viewers now. Hey everyone. Hey Kerry Ann. How is everyone tonight? Hi Ian, good to have you with us. Dying, why are you dying DBG? What have you done to yourself? Are you doing an impression of your printer? Tired? Yeah, I'm tired too. That's why I'm not out partying tonight. Especially after last Friday's antics. We didn't get in till 4 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, let's get to the subject. So, I currently have, I live in a house that's got a garage, 3 bedrooms and the standard sort of living dining room setup. And I obviously live in my bedroom. Yeah, I live in my bedroom. That's like just stupid things I would say. I live in my house, but it's full of chat at the moment, and we're just about to hit car boot season. So I've decided that I am going to get some storage. So I've been looking at my storage options of late. You know, because there's a few options. You know, I could get an office, and I could sort of be working from that, have my stuff there. But to be honest, I have a full-time job anyway. The last thing I want to be doing after I've finished my full-time job is going into another office to work. I could get a storage container, like one of those, what do they call them? What, containers, you know, the ones that go on the container ships. But I have heard that they can have problems with condensation and damp. So I'd be interested in hearing if anyone else uses one of those and has any sort of experience of them. Or I could get a lockup, which seems to be the option I'm going towards at the minute. It's I was going to say it seems to be the best option in terms of if I get something that's indoors, it'll be insulated, protected from the weather. Stuff will be warm, but it does cost nearly twice as much as a shipping container. So I'm interested to hear how everyone else sort of gets on, what they do around their storage, because I'm assuming after listening to the Lady Sellers live chat this morning or this afternoon or whenever it was, that they I'm not the only one who sort of faces this position. So I'll just catch up on the chat now anyway, just take a break. Thought you'd be out on the dance floor again. Yeah, no throwing out my shapes this weekend, I'm afraid. seeing it's a lot of run. Looking forward to weekend hoarding. Yeah, it's car boots. It's car boots on. One of my regular ones got cancelled actually. It's due to start this weekend, and they've cancelled it. Apparently, extreme weather conditions. It's like it's been gorgeous weather here, absolutely gorgeous. So I don't know why. Maybe there's something in the forecast. Sick as a dog and tired from working. Put your feet up, DBG, and watch us talk live. Free jobs, including eBay. I don't know how you cope. I can't even cope with one job. I've experienced shipping containers. Yes, they do get damp. Yeah, that's my concern. I've seen one that says they put like condensation paint on it and whatever. I don't know if paint does any good. I have a storage unit. What's your storage unit like then, Chris? How do you find that? Is that the potential solution? The money's there, so it's just a case of getting the best value for your money. Really, I've worked out that I need something that's probably about 200, maybe a bit more, square feet. Just because I want literally everything out of the house, apart from listed stock. I don't mind having listed stock in the house because that makes it easier for me to sort of pack it. But I'm just basically going to keep listed stuff here, and yeah, packaging, and then that means there's more room for me and more room for the puppy as well. So he can wander around. He does like to get involved with the stock as well. So I have lots of crates under the beds and a massive clothes rail. Yeah, I'm assuming obviously part of your focus then is probably on clothing. I think I've just started getting into the clothing market. It seems to be now I've got Manny the Mannequin. It seems to be something to get involved in, and I have got sort of wardrobes that are currently full of tat, but when I empty them out I can put clothing in there as well, so that's another solution for me. As I bring out the Money Mental clothing range, it'll go well. Permanently shattered, hits the eye bags and all my Insta stories. I don't know how to look at these Insta stories, DBG. I don't know how to. I don't know. I've seen it comes up and it says story. I just click on it and it plays. I don't know what's going on with those. My clothes rail collapses when I look at it. Yeah. I used to have when I was renting. I used to have this Victorian house, massive bedroom in it. It was huge, but I didn't have any wardrobes, and I didn't see the point in buying wardrobes because I was renting. So I bought clothing rails, but the number of times they collapsed in the middle of the night and woke me up, it was just a nightmare. So then I ended up getting wardrobes. About half a mile away, it's 3-year-old purpose built, run by a lot of reels called. Yeah, there's a reels company that's running a couple around here, but they seem to be expensive. I'm hoping that I can play them off. I personally think I get listed stock at a unit and stuff to list at home like Lonnie used to. Yeah, I see where you're coming from, because the temptation is just to leave it in storage and forget about it, and not have and not go out there. But I'm sort of thinking, I just don't want. I don't know. I just don't want the clutter hanging around the house, to be honest. I always have a lot more stock unlisted than I do listed, because I like to have a decent backlog to work through. Because that means then if I'm having a slightly financially tight month, I don't have to go sourcing. I've still got plenty of stock to list. I can get it out there and I can bring the money in. I've done a room for one, really. You just click and they play. All right, okay, I'll give that a try. Yeah, yeah, I have thought about getting a shed in the back garden, but I want to put a hot tub in the back garden, and I don't think I'm going to have room for a hot tub and a shed, so the hot tub is taking priority. Today's story, I'm giving out about something I can't repeat on YouTube if I want to monetize in a dress. If you got a storage to rent, yeah, that's the other thing in as well. I get a storage unit, I can rent out my ground floor again, if my lodger moves out. So the financially it makes sense, because the alternative is I put everything into the ground floor, but then I can't rent out that space, and it's a lot cheaper for me to get storage and rent out the ground floor again. So that's another consideration for me. £180 every 3 months, that's a good price. So that's what, let me do the math, £60 every month then? Yeah, 60 every month. Yeah, that is a really good price. How big is it, Chris? So storage unit upgrades to bigger space needed. Yeah, I'm hoping I will, because I'm going in sort of, I'm just sort of going in for something reasonably big. I'm hoping I won't fill it, to be honest, because I want to have such a turnover of stock that oh no, you go ahead, DBG, you do what you want. I just can't repeat it on the YouTube, unfortunately. I don't think it bothered if it goes up on the chat. I'm not anyway. But yeah, it's okay. So it's, DBG can't kick herself out of the chat anyway. She's a spanner, so she's vital to staying in the chat. But yeah, what was I saying? I've got distracted. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Did you find the car yet in the top mountain? No, I haven't. I had to, I've got my first defect on eBay because I have failed to locate for the first time, not first time ever, but the first time within sufficient, first time where I couldn't be bothered looking. I had a die-cast card sold for about £2 with postage, and I spent about an hour looking for it. I couldn't find it, and I just thought, you know what, for the sake of an hour, you know, I'm not going to spend any more time. It's not worth it. I just sold a pair of trainers for £45, so it wasn't like I was going to miss the what £5.50 sale that it would have been. So I just thought, stuff it. I just contacted the buyer, apologise to him, say I can't find it, and just take the defect. I know I could have just done buyer requested cancel and avoided the defect, but I'd rather run my business honestly. So if I've lost something, I'm just going to say I've lost it. But yeah, you got a video on it, have you, Chris? I'll have a look at that one afterwards. Then I'm not sure. I might have seen it. I don't know. I thought I watched all of your videos, but maybe I've missed that one. I am slightly behind on my YouTube videos as well. I follow a few new people have started doing YouTube, so I've subscribed to a few more people. Sending free friendly hugs instead. Spell my name right. Yeah, this is why I always call people by their YouTube names, because I forget everyone's name. I do what Sahia does. Hey, Flipping Bunny. I do what Sahia does. I start calling people by the wrong names. Who did he call? He called somebody by a girl's name the other day that was called Jamie or whatever, or David. He called David by a girl's name the other day. So yeah, I'm not doing that. We'll stick to the YouTube names unless I'm dead confident. Extreme Booters. Hey, Extreme Booters, good to have you with us. 120 foot square unit. I pay 250 and 150 foot square constant unit. So look around. Yeah, definitely. That seems like. I actually, yeah, I saw one of your videos the other day where you was dropping off the mega haul that you picked up, and it looked like it was going into a shipping container. So I'm assuming that's your new unit that your mega haul went into. I'll be excited to see your sales from that. Yeah. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be shopping around. Speaking to George Ross about it as well, and he was saying play them off against each other. You know, so get a few quotes and then see if they'll price match, and then go for the best one that price match. I thought your name was DBG. You have a real name. Well, I go to the. No, her real name is DBG. Death by Glamour. Leanne's just a stage name. Dave BG. I like it. Yeah. There's people I speak to on Facebook on the chat chat, have regular conversations with, right? And then they come on YouTube and they've got a different name and they're talking to me and I'm like, right, your name's different, your avatar's different. I don't know who you are. It's confusing for me. I've just about remembered that Chris B is called Chris B, or Chris. And I've got Ian's name in my head as Tat Doctor. Will you take this? Hey, will you take this? Good to have you with us. But yeah, ask me, you know, who anyone else's names is. I'll struggle. Pocket Money is Michael. I'm sure it's not Michael. I thought you were female, Pocket Money. I thought we'd had this talk before. Maybe I'm wrong. Flippy Bunny is Elizabeth. Yeah, anyway, names, they're confusing for me. I'm Andrew, in case anyone didn't know, by the way. I probably should start off my chats by going, nope, male. I'm Jim. Yep, I know Jim. I see Jim's videos. Oh, by the way, guys, if you haven't subscribed as well, I should mention the Extreme Booters YouTube channel. They're back with us doing the YouTube. They have good videos going out doing charity shop sourcing. I think one's just dropped today, which I've not had a chance to watch yet. Boot sale pickups as well, and sales reports. And I think you guys have been doing a bit of retail arbitrage as well, from what I've been watching. Really good video to watch. Really good videos to watch. Nice intro video as well now, which is something I keep promising I'll do, and it will be happening. My real name is Overlord. Is that your gaming name, Chris? I'm Lobster. Have you got a YouTube channel then, Lobster Pot? I've not come across that one. No videos for Lobster Pot. It's easier just to keep getting confused with Leanne Ball. If it helps DBG, I don't know who Leanne Ball is anyway, so you know, I'm not going to confuse you. I can't start the video with the tap mounting. I can't. I'll get in trouble for having the tap mounting. Yeah, there'll be messages and all sorts going on. But it will no longer exist. What I might do is do some before and after pictures and share them in the chat with you guys, so you can see what the storage crisis was like, and then you'll see what it's like after I've moved into my new location. I'll stick to DBG. It comes up on my phone as I type now. Yes, yeah. Less said about that, Michael, the better. Yeah. Get in trouble. Right. Yeah. So storage anyway. So getting a storage unit. Obviously the key for me as well, though, is going to be actually, I'm really bad. I don't know how everyone else is. I'm really bad at keeping stuff organised. Right. Which is probably why I can't find that car I sold yesterday. But yeah. So I'm presuming I'm gonna have to get some like shelving in place, because I'm presuming, you know, that I haven't seen any storage units so far that have it. So, you know, if anyone's got any recommendations for good shelving that doesn't require like actual ability to assemble it, because my ability with a screwdriver is so far, I can just about open a battery cover if I'm lucky. But yeah, if anyone's got any good recommendations, make it right. I'm not. If I made it right, I've got bookcases that I've made before that have never been straight. Every book is at an angle. How do the shelves? Why aren't they straight? But they won't go straight. It's madness. Pallet wood soldier. I think if I had a drill, I'd lose a limb. Like literally, there'd be material blood everywhere. I could do it live on YouTube. It would be, you know, it'd be a great video entertainment. You know, me attempting to make something. Banana boxes. Yeah, I'm thinking about banana boxes. Where did I get? I got a load the other week. Sainsbury's has banana boxes. I use 80-litre plastic tubs. Those I have got some. It's free for £90. They to put up and keep things tidy. Got something it was free for 95. Where did you get them from, Pocket Buddy then? A few sale units, spare room, you see using price and stickers. But yeah, that's a good tip actually. Yeah, inventory and SKUs, because I have promised DBG. I gave a YouTube promise, much like the YouTube promise I gave to Lister Scarf, which I've not done yet, that I would tidy up next week. And I'm going to have to do it because I'm going to have to put everything in boxes to shift it. Can you just get fruit the boxes from Aldi then, Elizabeth? Because I'm thinking about doing that. Get shelves on eBay delivered. Will it put the shelves up for me as well? Because that would be really helpful. If anyone lives in or near the Wrexham area that has got shelf making skills, I will happily donate tat in return for putting some shelves together for me. So if anyone's watching this live, or you know, watching this on and wants to make a comment, tat in return for shelving. Yeah, most of that, yeah, definitely banana boxes. I've got some really useful storage boxes as well, but they're so expensive. They do work though. I know all the staff's names. I go twice a week, 3 boxes. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start speaking to people, aren't I? You know, start making friends with people in the supermarkets. Yeah, I have got some shelves actually that are currently that I got for men don't follow the instructions. Well, yeah, but what's the point in instructions? I mean, I look at them, right, and they just confuse me. Like, they have pictures on and it looks nothing like what you've got in front of you. So you may as well just have a go and see what happens. Like, you know, like IKEA flat pack, it just, I now just decide I'll go and have a look on eBay or Facebook for somebody who's selling the stuff that is already, they've already made it, because they're going to do a better job than me. Let's face it. And usually they're giving the stuff away for £3 or £5 anyway. I don't have to drive up to Warrington to get it. Instructions, is that it's probably French. But yeah, so yeah, shelving. Oh, cheers, thanks Michael. Ah, now I know who Pocket Money is. Yes, hi, sorry Michael, I had no idea. No, I'm with it now. I'm up to speed. So yeah, anyway, that's my solution, unless someone else has got any bright ideas. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to hire storage unit. I've got next week off, so I'm going to have a look. If I get a storage unit, I might even do a live from the storage unit. I have been shown around a couple of places that have actually got free Wi-Fi, but I'm not paying like an extra £20 or £30 a month just to have free Wi-Fi when I can go on the internet on my phone. You know, and I'm pretty sure Wi-Fi doesn't cost that much. But yeah, there we go. To go look at what it means now. Oh yeah, of course, yeah, instructions, yeah. I know, that's right, I bat for the other team. Steady Dave. Okay, everyone in the chat is now called Dave, I think. In honour of Zahir, we will call everyone Dave. So the next person to speak, literally, better be called Dave. That's actually me, isn't it? That means I'm called Dave. So yeah, anyway, I think I'll avoid the shipping container, given the advice that I've been given. I will go for like a non-shipping container one, like a lockup. Yeah, have you not heard? There's Dave. Have you not heard the story, Chris, of how DBG met her partner? She threatened him with violent assault, and that's how they first met. I'm sure she'll tell you the story of the level of violent assault that was committed, but yeah. I just called Chris Chris by Chris as well. He's called Dave. But yeah, yeah, I've got distracted. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm definitely not going to go for the shipping container then, unless there's one that's sort of really cheap and well insulated and protected. But I haven't seen anything that does that. Most of them just seem to be sat on farms, which is fine. I don't mind going on a farm. I've got an off-roader, but a bit concerned about access and security there. But yeah, anyway, so I will get internal. Do people use like dehumidifiers and stuff as well? Because I could always sort of invest in like a dehumidifier or sort of heater with a battery unit or something on it, if it's not, you know, just to keep the temperature consistent. Or am I overthinking things here? And actually, priority, just whack up some shelves, get some stuff in. Yeah, I have heard that people have said about using a van and whatever, but I don't think the neighbours would be very happy, put it that way. I live on quite a sort of fussy estate. You know, we're not even allowed to have caravans on the estate. My neighbour had a camper van outside his house for 2 days and he was told to remove it. So yeah, apparently in violation of some conditions or whatever, so I'm not sure they would take well to me having like a transit van on the drive. Not doing Bristol, yeah, oh, that's the other thing, yeah, horse box. I used to have a Volkswagen LT camper van, which was brilliant. I could quite often get used for horse boxes, and that could have quite happily if I still had that, could have quite happily stripped the back out of that. It was massive, the amount of room in it, but I ended up flipping it on eBay for £1,000 profit instead, which was my first ever eBay flip actually, because I bought it on eBay and then in the winter and sold it in the summer. And flipped it, and I don't even think, I think I had like a month's MOT on it or something, so it was, yeah, that was what started me on the eBay path that I'm on now. But yeah, Chris is just, oh sorry, Dave I should say, because everyone is now Dave, has just mentioned about the Bristol meetup. I think for those that don't know, we have got a meetup happening. I think it's the 27th of April in Bristol, a reseller meetup for Tatsters. I'll just see if I can find the details now. So I'm just having a look on the, oh, the hair's gone again. I've really got to get some hair gel or something. A YouTube kit. Yeah, there's a reseller meetup happening on the 27th of April, I think, from 2 o'clock in Bristol, but it's in somewhere in Bristol, some pub in Bristol. All I can find is my own posts on the Tat Chat, which is not good. I'm obviously self-promoting myself too much. Oop, and I've closed the YouTube as well. This isn't good. Oh dear, this has turned into a disaster. Come on, here we go, right, I'm back, nobody will have noticed, don't worry, nobody will have noticed. Yeah, 27th of April, get the girls to do your hair and makeup before you do a YouTube video, yeah. I think I may need to, I think we have to have a, like a YouTube party or something. Well, I've got is it a drinking period? Well, I'll certainly be drinking anyway. Where is it? I had the details, let's just see if I can find it. I've got it here. It's coming. For some reason, Facebook takes ages to load on the laptop. Here we go. Yeah, I've got the details. 27th of April from 2 PM. Brewers Fair, Shield Retail Park in Bristol. And it's BS34. Brilliant. Postcode BS34 7BR. I'm not repeating that again. You can, if you want to know what the postcode was, you can run the video back. Took me long enough to find it, but yeah. 27th April, I'm going there. I'm sure there'll be like a YouTube live from Bristol. And yeah, it should be good fun. I do have social anxiety, so I say good fun. It'll be quite interesting to see if I manage to speak to anyone before I've had 5 pints. So that'll be an interesting challenge. I probably will do some videos in the next sort of week or so, because I'm off next week, around sort of anxiety and such like as well. So you know, my experiences with it, my tips, and how I sort of deal and cope with stuff. Because this is supposed to be a mental health channel as well, but hopefully that'll be useful content for people. Yeah, it'll be good. I'll try, and I don't know if I can sort of cut and paste the details and put them in down below. Yeah, cheers, Chris. Thank you. Yeah. No, there's quite a few of us seem to be have the anxiety. Yeah, I think anyone who meets me definitely has social anxiety when they meet me, because, like, you know, they're obviously intimidated by my good looks and natural charm. That was a joke, by the way, just in case anyone didn't realise. They're not intimidated by them. They love them. Yeah. Yeah, I'll try and drop the details in below this video for the meetup, but it's there on the chat as well. Mentioned. I think I'm just having a look. There is an event. Oh no, that's my events. No, there is an event. So I think you can. Yeah, there's an option here to create an event. I will create an event on the chat for it as well. Yeah, definitely. I tell you, sometimes though, I get it the worst times. I was in. I think I mentioned this before. I was in Morrison's, and I was scanning Lego, because Lego's all half price. Scanning all the Lego into the eBay app, because I'm not on Amazon yet. And somebody else came up and started talking to me. She was doing the same. It's like, obviously, a fellow reseller, and I just couldn't speak. I just had to leave. It was horrible. I just, like, you know, and I felt really bad, because, like, you know, this poor lady's probably thinking I've been tremendously rude to her, but it's just I couldn't process in my head that, oh, I need to say hello and speak now. So I just walked out and went to Aldi and bought a terrible curry. Don't buy the chicken katsu curry from Aldi. You can't microwave it, and it's a tiny portion size, and they charge £1.99 for it. I mean, I thought, how are you supposed to be cheap for ready meals? But yeah, I tweeted them many times about that. Now a Northern meetup also on Twitch. Is there? Excellent. That'll be good. You know, I've never been to Bristol before. So I'm even thinking of making a couple of days of it. But yeah, I've never... Bristol, I travel all over the UK with work, with my day job. But all over the UK seems to be at Manchester, Newcastle sometimes, Leeds or London. But yeah, definitely a lifestyle that suits me as well. I've got a target in mind of if I hit 30,000 in savings, then I'm going to give serious consideration to just sort of going full time with this, etc. Northern meetups, I'll tell you what, Newcastle, what a place! That is one of my favourite cities to visit as well in the UK. 3 favourite cities: Newcastle, Edinburgh, and Cardiff. So yeah, if there's one in, when is that? Dave? When is the meetup in Newcastle? Because I haven't come across that one, but I hope it doesn't clash. But yeah, I'll try and get. If I see him, I'll add him on the event section on the Facebook for the chat as well, so you can all see that. 14th of March. Has that been advertised then? I've not seen that. That's only 2 weeks away, isn't it? Is that a Thursday? Thursday the 14th of March. I might struggle with a Thursday. I might have to... We've been off work next week. I'm not convinced they'll give me a Thursday and a Friday off, but we shall see. I'm like a tortoise. I come out for a bit, then retreat to find my sen. I think, yeah, I think there's all a bit of that in us. like you say, it's probably why we're doing the reselling. I know there's other YouTubers as well that, you know, that suffer from anxiety and quite open about it, and I think it's quite good that we can have that conversation, be quite open. And another bit of self-promotion here, I do have a support group for tasters with mental health issues, which you're all more than welcome to join. It is the Money Mental Support Group. You can find it on Facebook. It's a private group where we just sort of try and support each other with any sort of day-to-day struggles that we're having. No judgment or anything like that. But yeah, I think it's why we stick to reselling. You're probably right, to be honest, because with my Asperger's, I tend to have intense periods of interest in something, and then I'll lose all interest in it, and I'll never come back to it. But reselling has now been my longest interest, really, or longest continuous interest. So, you know, maybe there is something in it. I don't do Facebook. Yeah, no, sorry about that, Chris. Yeah, Facebook's the only thing I understand. People are trying to teach me Instagram at the minute, and it's slowly starting to sink in. But yeah, I can do Facebook purely because I've been on there since, what, 11, 12 years. YouTube, I'm just getting to grips with. I think I could do YouTube now to the extent I've ordered a webcam, so we'll no longer have to cope with the camera falling off the tap pile. So it's like, hey Deal City, glad to have you with us. We've just been talking about storage. Deal City's got a YouTube channel, as is Chris B, by the way, guys. If you've not had a chance to subscribe to them, highly recommend both channels. Deal City, I've just been watching his latest sales update video. 30 sales there. He's had some really good sales in there, to be honest. It's made me rethink some of my pickups. I've turned down PlayStation 3s before for £25, for example, thinking there probably wasn't a lot of margin in them, and then I've seen it, you know, that actually they are. Chris, are you on Insta and Ian? You need to do. I'm still not grasping all this fun on Instagram, to be honest. DPG. I'm seeing some. There's posts and stuff going on. I don't know. Am I like supposed to comment on them or something? I don't. I need to know more about how it works. Louise at KLC Reselling has been helping me as well, you know, giving me her advice. She's not. I think she must be out tonight because she's not on the chat. But if you're interested in getting into selling clothing, as I am, Louise has been doing it for a few months now. She's just gone full time, and she's at KLC Reselling, or Dave, as we tend to call people now. She's well worth checking out on the YouTube as well. She's far more professional than me. Actually edits videos and everything. But yeah, I'm starting to get into this clothing business now because it seems to have good money. Lost Boys and Pallet. Don't be advertising stuff that's on the TV or anywhere else when I'm live on YouTube, Dave. Yeah, we don't want to be losing people to be watching that film, which I've got a sealed copy of for sale in a minute. But yeah, yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at the minute. I can't remember what I was saying. Yeah, so I don't understand Instagram, but I will understand it. Hey, Si, good to have you with us. Pinterest, another thing as well. Lots of people are using Pinterest. See what you've done now, Dave. You've got Dave thinking about Lost Boys. Yeah, that's much better. Don't watch TV. The wife owns the remote. I do, and I have two remote controls on my TV, and I've got a universal remote control and a remote control on my phone. And apart from, and I'm now having to use the remote control on the phone because I can't find the other three. Oh, not until 9 o'clock. That's fine. Hey, Ads, good to have you with us. We're having a chat about storage. Ads, you may have some insights to share on this as well, because I know that that Ads has got a storage unit. I was sort of watching, getting advice from fellow resellers in terms of what sort of storage options they use, because very quickly, somebody doesn't see it. That's me bed. We're at that level of crisis now where I've got to decide whether or not, well, not decide, I have got to get storage. Depends what you want. Yeah, I'm thinking something dry, a couple 100 feet, square feet, square feet, cubic feet, whatever. So we've sort of been discussing whether to have shipping containers or a lock-up, but it seems that a lock-up's a better option, because the shipping containers can suffer, unless you get a good one, can suffer with damp, and I don't think the ones around here are that great, to be honest. Yeah, just catch up on the chat. My mate just started eBay, 100 listings and 5k per month equals 60 grand opportunity. That's a great start for anyone. Really good figures there. Tell you what though, what I take it's 100 listings at one time, and it's not, he's because he's what are you selling if it's only 100 for 5 grand? I'd love to know that. Gold maybe. Storage. Where are you based, Si? I'm assuming on the moor somewhere, but yeah. Whereabouts are you? Got to get some exercise in. No worries. Cheers, Deal City. Enjoy that, Jim. Don't do any damage to your back again, mate. Seen ads, places, holes. Yeah, seen in places, holes, and storage videos. Well, Dartmoor makes sense now. Sign the more Dartmoor. I think access to lockup too, especially. But yeah, that's the other thing, Chris. Well, that's the other thing that's making me think that I'll put unlisted stock in there, because then if I one of the things I have with working away a lot is that quite often I will sort of be packing and listing stuff at like 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night when I've just got back from being away for a couple of days. The last thing I want to be doing is going off to a storage unit, and if that storage unit is only accessible sort of during the day anyway, it's going to be no use to me. So yeah, really good point there, which is again just makes me think I'll keep listed stock in the house, because I've got a spare room in the garage for the listed stock to go in, so there's no problems there once I've got the unlisted stuff out. Some storage containers insulate. Yeah, that's one of the things I need to check out, really. I probably need to, because one of them was talking about he's got paint on it. Paint to me is not insulation. I understand there's brilliant things you can do with chemicals these days and whatever, but to me, my house, my bedroom's got paint on it, but it doesn't stop it getting wet. So I'd rather have something that's got some proper insulation in there, of the sort that will protect stuff from the damp and whatever, and the extremes of weather, because I live in Wales. It does occasionally get hot here, and it does get very, very cold. Some storage containers, access, yeah, seen all that, yeah. When you put in listed in mine, yeah, that's definitely, I think, I appreciate the point about that others are made about putting listing stock in there, but no, just saying he got 100 listings to start and the ability. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that makes more sense, Jim. I tell you what, I think in there that's that we just eBay gold for protection. Didn't a storage unit burn down somewhere recently? Yeah, I've actually got a check with my insurance company, because I've got I do have insurance on my stock, and it actually covers it for being in a storage unit, or in my house, in my garage, or in my car. So if it does, but if the worst happens, at least I'm sort of covered. I mean, insurance isn't a huge amount. It's £10 or something a month. So I'm happy to have that for that, just for that peace of mind. It might be slightly more because it gives me protection as well against if I send something out to somebody and they damage themselves on it and decide to sue me, I'm protected from that as well, in terms of they'll handle the payout and the legalities. Or if I sell something electrical and somebody electrocutes themselves, again, it's covered. So yeah, do that. I think there's a good tip for anyone who's sort of a professional reseller, is just to make sure you've got the right insurances in place as well, because the last thing you want is to lose your business to a claim from someone else. Yeah, £7, that's a good price, that is. But yeah, so yeah, that's it from my perspective. So all I wanted to talk about in terms of storage, etc. Having that conversation has been really helpful for me, because that has given me a few extra thoughts and considerations I didn't have before. You might even have the excitement of me videoing next week, going around looking at storage units, because wouldn't that be such great YouTube magic? I'd really love to see how many views I got on that. Like, literally the title would be me looking at storage units, and yeah, we'll see what the views count on it is. But yeah, I might try and film a bit of that. I've been out today. I've done a bit of filming. Where do I get my insurance? I've got me home insurance is through a broker, so I phoned up the broker. I cannot remember the name of them now. Policy Expert it might be. So I just phoned them up, to be honest, and I just said, you know, do you do business insurance as well? And they did, and we just took it from there. They went around and got the quotes for me, and then they come back to me with the best sort of figure. So yeah, just I just have a look on Google, have a look to see, find an insurance broker. I don't think it's the sort of thing you can get through Money Supermarket or any of those comparison sites. It is a specialist insurance sort of thing, because you want to make sure you've got a package that's designed really for eBay, for resellers. So that's what I got. Yeah. I mean, I'm sort of as I say, ones I'm looking at are around about £100 a month, which I'm quite comfortable with. As I say, the rents I get on the ground floor of this house more than covers the more than covers the amount I'd be spending on storage for stock. Gets it out of the house, gives me the space back. So you know, and the business is at the point where it can cover those costs as well. So you know, it makes sort of perfect sense for me, really. But you know, if you've got the room yourself in your house and you're not building up stock like I am, got to go for it. Hey Jane, good to have you with us. Hope you're well. What size you get for 100? Looking about 200, 240 feet. Yeah, square feet, I think. So 20 by 10, something like that. So about, or 20 by 12. So yeah, I think about 240 square foot, 200, 240. So it's okay. So yeah, definitely the way forward, I think. They have got shipping containers that are bigger, that are going cheaper, but it's that insulation question. Yeah, I thought it was quite reasonable, really, because when I first started, yeah, definitely it'll be going on the tax. That's the one thing I want to make sure that they do give me, like a proper contract and everything, and they give me proper, you know, I'd rather sort of pay by direct debit and everything, so that I can put it straight through on QuickBooks, you know, and get something agreed in writing as well in terms of term, price increases and all that sort of stuff, because I've been offered a sort of office on an informal arrangement that was really well priced and would have met my insulation needs and everything, you know, but they wanted it all cash in hand and whatever, and I'm like, I'm sorry, that's not how I run my business. It's easy to just have if you say, oh, can I? Yeah, yeah. No, I'm not VAT registered. Don't earn enough for VAT registering. Yeah, I think I need to. I think I need to have the storage to get organised. I think it's going to be a motivator for me to help with that. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. And it might be, you know, because I think they wanted a 2 or 3 month contract, so, you know, sign up to it. £300 over 2-3 months is not going to be a big problem for me. The money's already there to spend on it. And then after that time I might decide, actually, do you know what, this isn't working for me, I'll move the stuff back into the house. Or I might decide, actually, I've got rid of so much stuff now that it can come in the house, and, you know, I've got everything set up for it to go in. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, part of it is down to me decision this year that I wanted to just reinvest every pound that I earned into the business, and not take any sort of savings or any money out of it. And of course that then means that I'm in a constant, every time I sell something and I'm making a profit on it, I've then got to spend that money on buying more stock or buying supplies or packaging materials or whatever. So yeah, next year I'm not doing that now. I've got to the point now where the business is self-sustaining, and it's, you know, it's going to make me some decent money if things continue like this. So I'm going to take the profit and get me hot tub. Have you thought of eBay for what's the eBay fulfillment centre? I've not heard of that, Si. I should organise my own first. That could be your next Instagram story, DPG. Now I know how to look at them. Organising me storage. I'll tell you the other thing I've come across as well. It was Carbid Chris did an Instagram live. That blew my mind. Hi Georgina, glad to have you with us. You not had a fire yet. Was it yourself that had the fire then, Chris? Because I can remember, because that's that I've done Insta Live. Now let me know next time. Does it send out a notification then if you go live on Insta? Does it come out? Does it come up on my phone, sort of thing? Because yeah, I really, there needs to be, like, just, you know, you can get these for dummies books. There needs to be like a Instagram for dummies, Pinterest for dummies, and everything sort of book, but not as big and thick, because I never had the time to read it. I've got like a WordPress for dummies book, because it's WordPress through website. And I got to about page 20 and I just thought, I can't deal with this. Yeah, you get a notification. Oh, look out for that then. I usually ignore the Instagram notifications because it just normally seems to be sort of people following me who then want me to sign up to some website to see them do something on camera. And I'm like, I've got YouTube to see people do things on camera, and all I'm interested in watching on camera is people talking about reselling anyway. So, you know, forget the rest. But yeah, I'll have a look into that. Yeah, tell me about this fulfillment centre. So I'd be interested in that. Amazon FBA is the other thing I'm going to do, but and I was going to do that next week, but and I was going to sort of do a film series, talk myself through me sort of progress through sort of putting my first shipment together, getting it sent into Amazon, seeing what happened with it, and then seeing what sort of sales I got and whatever. But I'm probably going to put that back to April now, because I want to get this storage situation sorted first. But I will do that, and I will sort of walk through that Amazon journey, because I know there's a lot of people who are sort of considering Amazon FBA, but a bit scared by the fees and whatever. But I'm seeing so many people do well out of it that I thought, right, I'll just put aside a pot of money to deal with Amazon and see how it goes. And I've also just been filming today episode 1 of Come Thrift With Me, the charity shopping YouTube series that I'll be doing. Service like Hubu Fulfillment Centre. I've not heard that. I'll have to Google that. I'll just pop that into Google now, so I can have a look at that afterwards. I'm assuming then that's somewhere where it's not eBay itself, or I'm assuming it's where I send a load of stock off to someone else and then they sort of handle the rest of it for me. Might be another option to consider. It's one of those things. If it's cheaper for me to put stuff into storage, you know, I'll do that. If it's cheaper to use an different option, I'll explore that as well. But yeah, it's good to have those options, so I'll have a look at that afterwards. So thank you for that. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, new YouTube series coming out. Come fifth with me going out to charity shops, the local charity shops, and having a look, see what I pick up, show you some of the bargains, show you some of the expensive stuff, and yeah, I just like the title really. So yeah, it'll be a semi-regular thing. Episode 1 will be dropping on YouTube probably tomorrow. So I've got to edit it, because I do editing now. I say I do editing. I add the clips together in Lightworks so that they form one continuous video. That is as far as the editing process goes for me at the minute. About time management, really. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's sort of about what's important to you, really, isn't it? I enjoy all aspects of this business, to be honest. So you know, apart from when I've lost a car and spend an hour looking for it, that was stressful. But yeah, the listing, I don't mind the listing, taking photographs. I like the packaging. I don't know, I just get a sense of achievement out of it, and I love sourcing. So you know, and I think I'll probably, I don't know, it feels good to be in a position to be able to say, yeah, I'm getting a storage unit. The business is being that successful. Give an item, test, and I list. SKU put on shelf. Yeah, I think that's a good system. So it's, yeah, literally just about having that level of organisation in place. Yeah, and Corey's been talking to me about SKUs and the importance of using those as well. So that's something I'll be doing. It might be as simple as box number 1 at the minute, box number 2, etc. But we'll see how it shapes up. But yeah, it's all on the road to becoming like a professional, isn't it, really? And I think, as you say, the better you get these things, the more you do them, the more they become habit. Ultimately, the more time it gives you, and the more time you've got, is the more sourcing you can do, the more listing you can do, the more packaging you can do, so the more selling you can do, and the more profit you can make. So, you know, it makes sense. And yeah, I will be doing that, and I will be sharing some of my lessons learned along the way as well. Anyway, I've been talking now for probably an hour. It is time for me to go and have the rest of last night's fajitas, I think. So I will probably call it a day. I'll just catch up on the chat. Charity shops don't usually sell Bibles anymore in case they offend someone. We sell them on eBay for this money. Yeah, good point. Yeah, do you know, I never really thought about that. But yeah, I never seen any Bibles in charity shops. So yeah, interesting. Not one thing will work for everyone, but you can adapt things to suit. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there'll be a lot of trial and error, probably more error on my part at first, but yeah, it just feels good to be in this position ultimately, really. You know, literally, I've got that much stock now that I could go 2-3 months without sourcing, no problem. Still have plenty of stuff to list, and I can't remember what I was going to say now. I've lost it. Never mind. Anyway, I'm sure it wasn't that important. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining in. I'm off to find out about this Hubu fulfillment centre stuff, and I'm off to try and find out how to work Instagram as well. Who knows? I might even do an Instagram story one day. But yeah, by the way, if you don't follow me on Instagram, more than happy for you guys to do so. It is Money Mental UK, same as the YouTube thing, but it's all sort of one word on Instagram. And I'm on Twitter as well, which I do understand but very rarely use. But I'm on there as Money Mental UK too. And then I'm sure you all know me from the chat anyway. I'm Andrew Nolan on the Facebook, so you know I do have a Money Mental Facebook page, but to be honest, I don't tend to use that. So yeah, cheers. Catch you again soon, Chris. And thanks everyone for joining in. I've just got to try and not end this video on the laptop this time.